Oh, matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Is that how that song goes? God, what is with you guys making me think? It's awesome, but what is with you guys making me think? Me thinking, not the best thing to have happen. That tends to make things blow up. This honestly took me a while to figure out, but I didn't want to do it like the epic battle where I kind of tried to figure it out on camera. I decided to figure it out before I filmed. So I've come to the conclusion that the best anime couple from different animes would have to be Vash the Stampede from Trigun and Yoko Littner from Gurren Lagann. Why would these two make a good match? Well, other than the obvious fact that Vash is a little bit on the pervy side, and Yoko dresses like pervy men like, there are a couple of other similarities. They're both very strong characters, and not just strong physically, but very strong emotionally. They've both been through some stuff that really make it difficult. They're both kick-ass. They both are people that I look up to personally. I finally found a female anime character that I can really honestly look up to. You know, I looked up to Sango, but for the most part, even she was a little bit on the whiny side. But Yoko was never whiny. Yoko has never been weak. She's always strong and just a very, very well-deserving role model. And Vash is the exact same way. Vash ends up being whiny, but Vash has a reason to be whiny. Not going into it. But Vash is also just somebody that I've always looked up to as a person, and it's just kind of somebody who I've always wanted to design my life around, and I have. I mean, he's just so fantastic. I love Vash. They're also, you know, creatures that live on very destitute planets. As you know, in Trigun, they are on a planet that is absolutely just nothing but pretty much desert. And then in Gurren Lagann, as you guys would probably know if you've seen it, it's about being in the future, and the humans have been forced underground, and very few humans live above ground, and if they do live above ground, they are attacked. And Yoko is one of the ones that chooses to live above ground, and fights for the human rights to live above ground. Not to mention, they're both my favorite characters in said animes, which is really weird because I've never had a female character be a favorite character before. Ever. And now what their babies look like. I'm thinking their babies would, or what they would be like. I'm thinking their children would be very, very high strung. They'd be relatively high maintenance. As far as what they would look like, I don't know, you know, I think that Yoko has red hair and Vash has blonde hair. So both recessive traits. So it's kind of a crapshoot as to what their hair would actually look like. Chances are good they'd end up more of the blonde than they would of the red. Because I think red is even more recessive than blonde, but I could be wrong about that. Correct me if I am. So it'd probably end up with blonde hair. But what they'd be like, yeah, I would say very high strung. They'd be relatively high maintenance. Because both characters are relatively high maintenance. But both characters are very headstrong. Both characters are very bullheaded at times. So yeah, I think that they would be a force to be reckoned with. Sarah, we'll see you tomorrow.